Hello class, welcome to our first exciting virtual reality or virtual Kemetic art class. For today, I'm just going to go through and go over an introduction to the class. We're going to be talking about the online rules and expectations. We're going to be talking about the weekly assignments, weekly videos, weekly Zoom meetings, which you will be required to attend. We'll be talking about your grades, how you can get extra credit, um, your class hours, and my office hours. And I'll also be going over some free tools. So, first off, we'll talk about the class rules. Just like in the classroom, online, we're going to have online class rules. The first rule that we'll talk about is building your digital footprint, which we'll actually go over some more in detail on the next class. But for now, we're talking about respecting yourself online and also respecting other people online. Again, we'll go through that more in detail on the next class. The second rule is that you make this a safe and appropriate place for everyone, and also that you are making safe and appropriate choices while on your device. Again, we are keeping in mind that we are online, and regardless to what privacy you may feel like you have online, please know that as soon as you put it online, anyone can see it, anyone can access it. And I'm more so talking specifically about the way that you treat others and the things that you post online. So please remain conscious of this moving forward. If you comment on somebody's artwork, or if you comment on any form of online post, that you're keeping your post appropriate and that you are making good and safe choices. The third rule is that you will keep your private information private. What I'm talking about here is making sure that if you are given a password, you don't give it to someone else to access your work, because if anything happens from a password or a login that you have been provided, you are responsible for that. So there should not ever be a situation where anyone says, I didn't post this, but somebody else might have because they had my password. No, you are expected to keep your passwords, and furthermore, any other information that you have should be kept private. So don't go out and put your address or phone number or anything like that online, especially not with this class, because in this situation, we want to continue to create a safe environment for everyone, and that means that we don't have to worry about anything happening to any of you. So number 4, be respectful to yourself and others while on your device. Basically, this means, again, you're not engaging in any bullying activities, you're not putting anyone down, you're not talking bad about anyone. Everything that's online must be respectful. And again, even if you send this in a private message or what you think is a private message, please know that if anything happens, anything that you put online can be recovered. Even if it was deleted, it can still be recovered. Next, number 5. Again, a reminder not to share passwords. Once you are given a password or login information, it is only for you. This way we can prevent anything bad from happening to your account or anyone else's account under your name. Number 6, report any bullying that you see on your device. So if you are online and you observe somebody, for example, posting their work on our classroom stream, which we will have to do often, and you observe a comment that looks like it may be of a bullying nature, you are responsible for reporting this. Um, this is a situation where we're making sure that everyone that's online has a fun and safe environment. Again, everything that we see online is recorded. Anyone can access it, and we will all be held accountable. Number 7, always give credit to sources that you use. Because this is an art class, this is going to be a class where you're creating a lot of material. We need to make sure that it's authentic. We need to make sure that everything that you create is yours. Not to say that you can't show other people's work, but if you do show someone else's work, please give credit to it, and don't let it be a situation where someone is unsure if you created or if someone else created it, and now we have to go back and check. Just make sure that if you didn't create it, you're giving credit to those who did. Next, we're going to go over online expectations. So, again, just like we have rules in the classroom, we have rules online. Just like we have expectations in the classroom, we have expectations online. Failure to meet these expectations will result in a lower grade. So, to start with, you're expected to complete all assignments on time. Assignments will be due every Friday. Again, just like in the actual world, in the actual classroom, we meet 3 times a week. We will still meet 3 times a week. If nothing else, something will always be due on Friday. So if nothing else, if it's not an actual assignment, it may just be a check-in. So this will be the first time that I'm checking in with you to see where you are on your project, just like in the classroom. If it's not a check-in, then it'll probably be a actual project or a presentation. Which brings us to attending the weekly Zoom meetings. This has actually changed. So let me go ahead and change this. It's no longer on Tuesday. They are now on Wednesday. For a second, I thought that we would be able to just go ahead and get our classes, our 3 classes knocked out Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. However, I was advised that we will be having, teachers will be having meetings on Tuesday mornings, probably around the time that this class is, and also during Harambe time. So we have to stick with our original schedule, which is having Zoom meetings on Wednesday. So classes will now be Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Zoom meetings will be on Wednesday. If for some reason you miss a Zoom meeting, which I would prefer that you are there, because this will be a time when we are all able to come together as a class and discuss whatever it is that we're working on. If you have questions, you'll be able to ask questions. And this is really a time where we can interact with each other. However, if you cannot make this weekly Zoom meeting, which is every Wednesday between 9 and 10 a.m., which is our class times basically, if you cannot make that, then you must write a 1-page paper over whatever was covered in the recorded Zoom meeting. So the Zoom meeting will probably last between 30 and 45 minutes. That's 30 to 45 minutes of a material that you will be given, that you will have the opportunity to take notes on and to report on. At the end, you should have a 1-page paper over whatever it was. This lets me know that you did watch the recorded Zoom meeting and that you did retain the information, so that I won't have to go back and say, what is it that you won't have to come back and say, what did I miss? It's all recorded, so keep that in mind. Next, if you need to contact me or you have questions over anything, you have issues or problems with equipment or questions on an assignment, you must contact me during my office hours. That'll be on another side, but just keep in mind that just because we're not meeting in person, teachers are still required to keep their same schedule. Um, so it'll just be like I'll be teaching another class during whatever time. So if it's not an office hour, please send it as an email, and then I can contact you when I am free. Next is the weekly assignments. I will post your weekly assignments in Google Classroom Monday through Thursday. Again, this has changed because of the fact that uh, I originally wanted to do Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So instead of being Monday through Wednesday, it'll be Monday through Thursday. Go ahead and change that. Monday through Thursday. While you will receive a grade for attending Zoom meetings, assignments, and assignment videos, and checking in on Monday through Thursday, the only work that you will turn in will be your actual assignments. So this is basically telling you that you're going to get a grade for coming to the Zoom meetings. You're watching over your assignment videos, which is basically a video like this, and then at the end of it you will answer questions so that I make sure that you watched it and that you understand the material. You will also receive credit for checking in at each class. So just like when it says Ptahhotep, please comment on the Ptahhotep. That is how you get your 10 points. Those are your check-in points. So you get that Monday through Thursday. And the only actual thing that you have to turn in, however, would be your assignments or your project checkups, which we'll talk about again later on. We'll keep assignments due on Fridays. That'll give me a chance to go over them over the weekend, and then by the time Monday comes, I can give you some report or feedback on your assignments. Next, weekly videos. So for every assignment, there will be an introduction video, similar to the one that we're going over right now, where you'll be required to watch the video and answer questions over it. I'll do my best to keep the video no more than 20 to 25 minutes long. It might be as short as 15 minutes. However, each video will have questions to answer. So please make sure that you do watch the video and answer the questions, because that will be a percentage of your grade that you will be required to turn in. Please also keep in mind that we as teachers and as students, this is something new to us. For most of us, I actually go to class online anyway, so the actual online class is not new, but teaching online will be a new experience. For most of you, learning online will be a new experience. So keep that in mind. And as we create this online material, I know for my class, even if for some reason we were to go back to school tomorrow, you would still be doing the same work. So keep in mind that if you're hoping that we'll be coming back to class and this won't be worth a grade, go ahead and drop that idea, because this is really happening right now, and you're really going to be getting graded over the material that we cover over the next few weeks. Which brings us to weekly Zoom meetings. Again, I changed this to every Wednesday. So I'll go ahead and correct that. So every Wednesday, you will have a class Zoom meeting from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., which you are required to attend. Basically, I will post a link to Zoom in the Google Classroom, and you will click on the link and you'll be let into the classroom. This is a virtual classroom. Um, if you haven't experienced this before, this will be a new experience for you, but this is a virtual learning environment. It's in real time, so you can raise your hand and ask questions. I can interact with you online. And most importantly, this is something that has to take place during the times of 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So if you have gotten used to just checking um, your Google Classroom pages at any point, just making sure that you check it before the next class, please make sure that on Wednesday mornings especially, you are ready to go at 9 a.m. logged into Zoom. I will probably change the attendance points for that so you understand how important it is. Right now, your attendance points are only 10 points for checking in. I may double that to 20. It depends on what the turnout is like, but please be aware that you are required to log into Zoom at 9 a.m. every Wednesday for this class meeting. If for some reason, I understand that things happen even in the actual classroom environment, people get sick, you miss school, you miss class, so I can understand that. So if for some reason you miss a class or you weren't able to check in at the 9 a.m., please know that you will be required to watch the recorded video and then complete a one-page paper over what was covered. That's basically just taking notes over whatever was covered. So to use this video as an example, you will watch the entire video and then you would turn in a page full of notes. If for some reason your notes look like another person's notes, please know that I will come back and ask specific questions in the form of a quiz to make sure that their notes were not passed around. Grades. When it comes to grades, grades will be completed, grades will be updated as we complete assignments. 50% of your grade will be your assignments. 20% of your grade will be from the video notes. That's basically watching the intro video and answering whatever questions there are or turning in notes over the introduction video. Another 20% of your grade will come from your Zoom attendance. Again, I'll probably make those 20 points for checking in. If you do not come, you must write that one-page paper over it. And then you get your daily check-in points, which will be 10% of your grade. Extra credit. I will post a link to the extra credit folder. Right now, I'm thinking of some different options for your extra credit assignment, which we'll talk about some more here in a second. Also, all extra credit assignments are 10 points each, and you can only turn in extra credit if you have turned in all assigned work. So this is not a situation where you can choose not to do your assignment and then just do a bunch of extra credit and still get a good grade. You must do your assignments, but if for some reason you got a low grade on your assignments, you have the option of doing extra credit. Now we're to our office hours, to my office hours and your class hours. Class will be Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays from 9 to 10 a.m. You are required to check in each day between 9 and 10 a.m. just by clicking uh, or commenting Ptah Hotep. Next, office hours. Pay attention to these office hours. On Monday, my office hours are 2:30 to 4:10. On Thursday, my office hours are 11:05 to 11:55, and also 1:30 to 4:10. So if you have a question about your grade, these are the times to ask. These are also the times when I will be responding to your questions. Each week, I will upload free tools. These are just tools that I find that since we are stuck in the house, or a lot of us are staying in the house, I get bored. I'm sure you get bored. So as I go through, if I find things that I think you guys would be interested in, um, I'll post them. And usually I make sure that they're free. Um, Last week I posted GIMP, which is a free editing software tool similar to Photoshop, or you could think of it as a stronger version of Paint. It allows you to draw and edit photos in it. So check it out if you have free time, if you find out that you're bored and you want to do some art online. This is a good tool. The second free tool that I posted, or that I will be posting for this week, is CoSpaces. CoSpaces is a free virtual design software that will allow you to create everything from 3D designs to VR games. Um, CoSpaces has a free version, but due to the circumstances, CoSpaces has given uh, the the pro version for free to all schools if they're interested. So I think right now you can check out the free version. I'm still waiting on the licenses for the pro version, but go ahead and check out the free version so you can familiarize yourself with this environment. Because I like this environment so much, I chose to make this the platform for the work for the rest of the year. So we will have assignments, and you will turn it in and create your assignments in CoSpaces, which is a 3D environment. It's very easy to use, very user friendly. Which brings us to our homework for today. Between now and Thursday, between Monday and Thursday, please watch some YouTube videos, play with the CoSpaces platform, get to know it, get to know one interesting thing about CoSpaces so that on Thursday you can present this to the class. Um, Again, this is a new environment for me to work with, but I also want you to make sure that you're familiar with it enough to turn in your work. Here is a quick introduction to CoSpaces. Um, Again, I still want you to watch it on your own. However, let me play this video right quick so that you can, let me see if I can't play the video. Yes, so that you can see what I'm talking about.
Everything starts with an empty space. But use the power of your imagination and you will create something new. Introducing CoSpaces, a platform that allows anyone to create, explore, and share fantasy worlds. CoSpaces gives you the tools to unlock a new learning experience. Tell exciting stories, or just let your imagination flow. Share the experience with your family, or scare them with your terrifying T-Rex. Unlimited worlds await to be explored. Just let the fun begin, even in VR. Share your creations with anyone and give them a glimpse into your imagination.
So, um, that's just a little bit about CoSpaces. Again, you can create virtual reality environments. It's good for storytelling, games, 360 videos, and also museum walkthroughs. I believe that's it. Nope. Moving forward, this is just what to expect over the next few weeks. So today we got to know the online rules and expectations. Tomorrow we will be getting to know the Zoom environment. This will be our first Zoom class meeting. Actually, tomorrow's Tuesday, so let me change that to Wednesday. So on 4 1 20, we will get to know Zoom. So what I'll do is I will post a Zoom link, and between now and then I will do a quick tutorial on how to access the Zoom link. Basically, it's a link, so all you do is click on it and it will take you to our um, Zoom room. Once you get to the Zoom room, I may or may not have a password that you need to put in. But if I do choose to add a password, all you need to do is type in a password and you'll be in the virtual reality environment. On the 2nd, on April 2nd, we will start going over digital citizenship. It shouldn't be too new to you because I know most of you have taken um, coding class. So most of you are familiar with what the expectations um, of working online. But if you're not, or if you have forgotten, we will be having a refresher course, because before I can let you loose online, I need to know that you understand the expectations and that everyone's able to be safe. Which brings us to the Monday class. Um, the following Monday, on April the 6th, we'll be getting to know CoSpaces, which is the virtual reality environment that I just introduced you to. By that time, I will have had an example, or I would have had the majority of you share something interesting about CoSpaces that you found with the class. So if everyone does their homework, this should not be anything new for you. This will be a walkthrough where I will be walking you through getting to know the CoSpace environment. If the 6th is Monday, that makes the 7th Tuesday. So we won't be having class on the 7th, but it changes to the 8th. So on 4/8/2020, which should be the Wednesday, um, this will be your introduction to your next assignment and also your introduction to your group assignment. Um, so I will be talking about the assignment that you will turn in next, and I'll also be assigning you groups. On the 9th, which should be that Thursday, this will be the first check-in. Um, so I will be checking in with each group to find out what you've been working on, if you have questions, and to find out how I can assist you.